Wu Zetian's quest for clandestine world domination has officially begun, and the momentum is already building. Also, what the actual heck? What are the odds? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in Series 3 of our Controlled Chaos Metaseries, Empire of Espionage. Yeah, so these two tiny little Fog of War tiles between Jian and Chengdu, two of my three first cities, gave rise to a new barbarian outpost. Yeah. I didn't see that at the end of the last episode, but it happened. I was clicking notifications right as I was about to hit record, and I was like, wait a minute. Where did you come from? So we're going to have to deal with that. We'll actually have something to do with our military at least, which is nice. But let's see what we can do in the meantime, just making sure we're caught up with world events. There is this drought still ongoing at Jiaodong. We're going to wait with that builder until they're completely done. Of course, we just finished upgrading the musketmen, so that's honestly well-timed. I'm glad that worked out. We have earned some air score. We still need to earn 4 more, but I don't think, especially with this barbarian outpost having just arrived, I don't think that's going to be a problem. To be completely honest, I think it will be fine. So let's go ahead and build, I'm going to say an archaeological museum first. And then we'll do an art museum here in Jian. And how are we doing? Yep, let's go for diplomatic service so we can train an additional spy. That's right around the corner. And we'll leave that builder until there's actually something for them to improve. Alright, we will be able to improve those crabs. Can't do it right now, and the mods are still not showing properly. That's really interesting. We'll have to figure out what's going on there. I see you by your signs, and I'm glad to know we are kin. Oh, nice. So Ethiopia actually follows the old gods as well. Didn't see that coming. Alright, this is kind of annoying, because I need to send my musketmen down, but I'll be sending them through the drought. So I'll see if I can send them that way. But it's kind of a roundabout route. So this scout is going to get back before I'm able to spawn pikemen, or before I'm able to spawn any units that are able to take out these pikemen. This is going to be an interesting episode. I really didn't see that at the end of the last one, but it must have happened right at the very end. Okay, so let's go for one envoy in Buenos Aires. No one is competing with us for Auckland. So let's also go for some additional gold. The Owls of Minerva have been discovered, finally. The man in the shadows beckons to you, offering to show you the wonders of the Owls of Minerva. Too late. He sees your knowing grin and recognizes you as a member of the Void Singers. In his folly, he had let slip the secret signs by which his group knows its members, and you can recognize them on sight. Haha. Alright, Shakespeare.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and, by opposing, end them.
You ever wonder what it was like to be Sean Bean, recording for Civ 6, with just the sheer variety of quotes he was offered? It's like, yes, you're recording for a video game. It's a venerable franchise dealing with world history. We're going to give you a bunch of quotes to read that are based on world events, some on pop culture, some which are completely random, some of which are Monty Python. And by the way, you'll occasionally be called upon to read some of the greatest, English language quotes ever conceived by some of our most revered authors. Have fun. Because I think The Raven is in here at one point. Hamlet. It's a lot narrating for Civ 6, and I wonder if he knew what he was getting himself into. I realized that there are agents for such things, but it's just an interesting set of lines. Man, this island that Buenos Aires is on, look at this. It's literally enclosed. I've never seen this before. It's got rock cliffs on all sides except where the city-state is. What the heck? This is very surprising. All right, fishing boats there. We'll leave that builder there. And actually, yeah, let's double check. Is there actually anything that I can build here? No, there's not. There will be once those fish are in my territory, but right now, there is not. Okay, so this is our spy, and I'm tempted to siphon funds again, but if we lose this spy, I'm going to be real upset about it. So I'm going to take the somewhat unusual step of bringing them home to Chengdu. On you, I see the mark of evil. Those who know will see your society for what it is. Oh, really? Don't you dare start flirting with me, Cleopatra. I'm not interested. You are over on the other side of my friend, Montezuma, causing trouble. And I'm just not particularly inclined to entertain your overtures, ma'am. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I want to hit this barbarian encampment, but we aren't, on account of the drought, we aren't able to send these units straight down. And this skirmisher is about to cause them to spawn an actual attack force. So this could be somewhat troublesome. So much so that it makes me want to potentially buy a military unit of some kind. I can go ahead and send... Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's upgrade them to a crossbowman. And then we will send the caravel out this direction. I'm not going to build anything else here. Holy crap, words. But... an encampment district at this point wouldn't be the worst idea. I'm going to put it on this hilltop right here. We've discovered another continent, so now we're only one era score away. And there we go. There we go. We've met the Maya. And that was it. That was the last era score that we needed. We have locked in a golden age for the next era. All right, I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to actually get this skirmisher up to grab that goody hut, because I don't know if I can move them through Buenos Aires. That is wild. Two very interesting events to kick off the episode, because we had this random... we had this barbarian encampment show up, but then we also have this city-state that is completely enclosed by cliffs on all sides. Okay, the drought is winding down, it appears. You know what, Cleo? I say so little to you because I have nothing to say to you, so you can stop whining about it. Alright, so the scout is attacking me. Interesting move. I'll need to be careful here. Sailors and stevedores shout and sing shanties all along the bustling wharfs in the harbor of Guangzhou. So the question is, do I fortify now and potentially die? I think there's a chance that the skirmisher could actually come in and do some damage, but yeah, I'm going to back off just to be safe. I don't want to lose that unit right now. That would suck. All right, so that harbor's done. I want you to go ahead and build a lighthouse. We'll continue to skip turns with that builder. And let's have you counter-spy in Chengdu. I'll just put you in the city center for now. Oh, hello. It seems we found some barbarian ships. Cannon fodder for my caravels. Also, there was a meteor shower somewhere, but it's over in... Of course, it's in Egypt. Fine. Fine. Can't be bothered to give me the meteor shower. Aha! We have met Antananarivo. We are the first to meet them. How in the actual hell are we the first to meet Antananarivo? What the heck? Okay. This is wild. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this scout up to get this goodie hut. You're impressed with the unique culture we're developing. Okay. Yeah, sure. Build an embassy just so that we can have more information about each other. All right, embassy's starting to go around. All right, so you want iron. Sure. I'd rather you give me those rare resources, to be honest. So no more gold per turn from the Maya, but I think the rare resources that we just obtained, the luxury resources, in fact, were worth what we gave up. All right, trade policy. I don't know that I'm going to sink anything here. We've already done these 2 votes, I think, once so far this series. I'll save my diplomatic favor. Oh, nice. We actually won the first vote. And Catholicism seems to have won a vote which gives them additional strength in religious combat. Yeah, I am not going to be able to get this. That is crazy. All right, well, let's just put the skirmisher up on land and have them look around. I did not see that coming. All right, so the skirmisher is dead. And I do want to go ahead and just have this musketman hang out here. And we should be able to clear the encampment next turn. The drought is still ongoing in Jiaodong. That's rough. But we've secured a golden age. So I'm happy. And we're getting rid of barbarians left and right. It does concern me, like, which mods are working at this point. I don't know if this is a known issue, and I don't know how to tell which ones are running and which ones aren't. It seems like it's mainly the UI-related mods that are not running. I recall a similar issue 2 series ago, but it didn't occur in the last series, so I thought it had self-resolved somehow. That was obviously not the case. Let's buy a library in Handan, and we'll go ahead and do walls. Why not? It's strange to see the Arabian Sea so far up in the north. That's the beauty of Civ 6, though. That and the soundtrack. And there it is. Ugh, they were able to spawn frickin' line infantry. So here's how this is going to go. I'm going to clear the encampment right now, because I don't want to deal with these shenanigans. I forget what the exact requirements are to actually clear it. I guess maybe I might have to start the next turn. We need to have this unit heal up. That's unfortunate. We really don't have a military to speak of at the moment, aside from those units. I've got my crossbowmen here, which I can send to do some of the work, but they still are not going to stand a chance against line infantry, so I need to be very, very very careful. Also, this drought is still ongoing. What the heck? Please stop. This is a horrible drought. The world has entered the industrial era.
People can have the Model T in any color, so long as it's black.
So open-minded, Henry. All right, so shipyard, Venetian arsenal.
In diplomacy, there are two kinds of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
All right, but the question is there anything else we need here? I kind of like the fact that I still have these going. I don't need to produce the naval units anymore. And the gold discount on unit upgrades might come in handy. All right, yeah, so the button basically... And we have discovered the Sanguine Pact by finally clearing a barbarian encampment. The man in the shadows beckons to you, offering to show you the wonders of the Sanguine Pact. Too late, he sees your knowing grin and recognizes you as a member of the Void Singers. In his folly, he had left the secret signs by which his group knows its members, and you can recognize them on sight. All right, so this line infantry is going to be a bit of a bother. We'll see what we can do about that. I'm going to leave this crossbowman back here so they can fire. If I were to move them here, they might get attacked. All right, make dedication. They might still get attacked, to be honest. We're the only ones that I can see that actually have any kind of golden age at the moment, which is wonderful. Campus District Science Adjacency Bonus provides production as well. And then extra production towards Industrial Era and later Wonders. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. It looks like the emergency targeting Matthias Corvinus failed. All right, we do have access to a new policy with the Secret Society, but we can't actually implement it yet. Let's go for siege tactics. I was going to say metal casting because I wanted the pike and shot and the bombard, but the Renaissance walls are going to come in handy sooner than later. Choose civic. Theocracy will be done in one turn, so will enlightenment for that matter. When this civilization captures or kills an enemy spy, receive 50 science for every level of the enemy spy. Nice. Definitely building up a lot of bonuses with regard to spying. Okay, let's buy a library there and then build a university. We're catching up. We're still not producing enough science and culture per turn to truly be caught up, but we're getting there. All right, the harbor has already been started, so we're just going to resume that. And it looks like this finally ended. Okay. No other moves to make this turn. Let's send the caravel out here, see what we can find. Nice. I had a feeling there'd be another goody hut if I looked around. And I was right. Hey. Ethiopia. What would it take, sir? What would it take for you to open your borders? 10 gold? Sure. Let's go ahead and start sending some embassies around, shall we? Oh, now we don't have any gold. Okay, well, we can wait then. Next turn, finally. I'm very curious to see what's going to go on with this.
Ich verstore meine Feinde
Germany.
und
Frederick.
habe ihnen helft. Auch ich.
He does not like that I am dealing with city-states. He generally does not. Like civilizations who do not associate with city-states, does not like suzerains of city-states or civilizations who conquered city-states.
Three great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
I love the way he deadpans that last bit. All right, let's go ahead and do some more damage to these guys. I don't know if anything has actually been... Yeah, I think we're good. Attack. And attack. All right, so he's going to stay standing for a bit. Oh, just kidding. He's going to die. Perfect. Now we don't have to worry about those barbarians anymore. And that musketman is promotable. That worked out pretty much the way I wanted it to. Let's now research the Enlightenment. And go for medieval walls in Handan. New government available? I don't care. However, there might be a policy change that I can switch to. Maybe. No, I think I'm good. I want to keep building walls. All right. Yeah, so this mod isn't working either. That's disconcerting. I should be able to see farther with the skirmisher. And if that mod's not working, that means we might have giant death robots show up. That's frustrating. We're already more than 5 episodes into the series, so I'll keep going. But this is supposed to be a heavily modded playthrough, and currently none of my mods are actually showing. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it when I'm not on camera, because I want to look at the list and see if I can verify that anything is running, but it really doesn't seem that way. And I've not had this happen recently, so I'll have to see if there's a single mod that's the culprit, and if so... There's nothing I can do with this playthrough. We're kind of locked in. But there's a possibility, as a result, that now 2 playthroughs in a row, we might have GDR, giant death robots, show up. There might be no avoiding it. Because I'm not seeing that any of my mods are actually working. First time that I can recall this ever happening on or off camera, so I'm as flabbergasted as you. Trade route plundered. Oh, they plundered the trade route from Jean. That's really rude. Okay, well... Will you allow us to establish an embassy in your capital?
Whatever is contrary to nature is contrary to reason. And whatsoever is contrary to reason is absurd.
At the end of the day, it doesn't actually bother me that much because the name of the metaseries is Controlled Chaos, for God's sake. So, like, it's just an additional element of chaos. I don't mind it, but it's not supposed to be quite this uncontrolled. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. So I think I was running a policy that provided additional science. Let's go ahead and plug that back in. All right, that only added 7. Your knowledge of scientific theory has advanced considerably. Nice. Let's give you a promotion. This caravel is also promotable. Extra movement, yes please. If there's a chance that we could circumnavigate the globe, I'm just saying, it'd be great. I'm going to go for nationalism because it gives us the ability to build an additional spy. Okay, I'm going to queue up the Crouching Tiger and Jean so that we can get the era score for that. Yeah, definitely not working. Skirmisher's not seeing far enough. Either that or the Skirmisher doesn't have the bonus viewing range that the starting scout does. That's one way I could test it. No, I can't, because I no longer have the ability to train basic scouts. Never mind. Can't test it. We'll know for sure when... Well, actually, once we start revealing technologies that have GDR options, if those are on the list, then we'll know. We will definitively know. All right, so this crossbowman is going to hang out in Jean, and we're going to repair these. All right, Crouching Tiger has 3 turns. The encampment district in Beijing has just been built. Let me go ahead and buy the barracks in Beijing. And can I maybe arrange for the mausoleum at Halicarnassus to be built? What if I were to train a builder? Clear that stone right there and build a mausoleum at Halicarnassus right there. I actually think there's a chance I could do that. All right, doesn't seem like there's a lot else going on that island. Not that I was expecting it, but... Oh, nice. We've expanded to that particular lumber tile. So we can do a lumber mill there. Musketmen can just stay on alert, as can you. And I guess we can send you back down to Beijing. Almost done repairing. Nice. That city is now back to normal, finally. And we need to work on circumnavigation. $14.20.80. Turn 133 already. What the heck?
The lowest is to attack a city. Siege of a city is only done as a last resort.
I'm checking to see if anyone's this far ahead in science. I rather doubt it. Because we don't have Babylon. Yep. All right. So that's good, at least. It's a little bit early to be looking at that, I know, but at the same time, like, because we haven't had any major threats the way that we've had in several recent games, there's genuinely a feeling of, like, the game is just flying by to an extent. Much more than I'm accustomed to. All right, let's get that improved. Oh, hello. And goodbye. Nice knowing you. Yeah, they're generally happy that we are not building wonders, but we're not building wonders because we're playing on Emperor difficulty and we need the production for something else. Thank you very much. And there we go. Who but China could create the Crouching Tiger, and who can possibly resist it? Great question. What do they look like? Oh, cool. Cannoneers. I've not played with those very often. I also haven't fought against them very often, so I genuinely, when I was building them, I was like, I actually don't know what I'm building or what they look like, so good to know. All right, let's send this caravan back this direction. And we will explore a little bit farther up here just to make sure there's no goody huts hiding up near the edge of the map. It's quite possible that there could be. All right, nothing more to do here. We can improve those horses, though, so we'll do that. And then we will build a lumber mill in Taiwan. Renaissance walls going up in 2 of my 5 or 6 cities, rather. 7 cities, I should say. Very nice. So we've discovered nationalism, and that...
Nationalism which engenders
Sean,
nations.
listen. If I'm talking first, then you're the one being rude. I just want to establish that. Okay, well, we can train a spy. And that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and put that musketman there. And I want to keep this musketman hanging out on the border so that we don't have that same situation develop again. It would be extremely hard to make that happen a second time in one playthrough, but I'm still going to try to avoid it. Let's get Renaissance walls built in Jiadong. And you know what? Let's do it in Handan too, because that's going to help with culture later on. Okay. Unlocked a medieval era, cities earn gold, science, and culture per turn equal to 20% of their faith per turn rate. So what happens if I do this? Nice. You saw all of my yields go up there. Very nice indeed. Now I am noticing that we need to train an Inquisitor because we've got some Egyptian religion, Pesajet, sneaking in. Also, are we exerting loyalty pressure on Tlacopan? We might be. Because we have a Golden Age coming up. Or we're in the Golden Age right now, sorry. It just started a moment ago. So, like, the fact that that's happening, we might steal a city from Montezuma. Much by accident, but we might still do it. Yes, I'm listening to the music. Shut up. Those of you who've been on the channel for a long time. If there's a nice musical score playing in the background that Kublai Khan is now interrupting, so I'm interrupting him, blah, 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 blah. If there's a nice musical score playing in the background and I suddenly stop talking for like close to 60 seconds, you're meant to be listening to it. Because that's definitely what I'm doing. All right. The university is almost done in Lachi.
Until you've stood at his forge and worked with his hammer.
Okay. So the bombard and the pike and shot have been researched. And it looks like Shendu has been successfully monitored. Let's renew that mission. And we will research industrialization. Let's train another spy in Shendu. Although, are there other... Yeah, see, I want another spy, but the chance that we could get, like, the Taj Mahal right now, that might be too good to pass up. You know what? Let's go for it. It's going to take 12 turns, and it could ensure future Golden Ages. Let's just go for it. I'm going to build the... All right, here's what we're going to do here. We're going to remove this improvement. Beijing will very temporarily just work on one turn of its walls. But then next turn, what I'm going to do is get that wonder started. Okay, let's get medieval walls going in Guangzhou. All right, so this Inquisitor needs to visit a couple of my cities. First of all, Xi'an, because that's a central city and I want it to be purely following Confucianism and nothing else. So the Inquisition has been formally launched. Sure. I thought you already established an embassy. No, and stop asking. Well, no. I'll say sorry, but no. I won't say no and stop asking. There's no reason for me to be that rude yet. Interesting. The Aztec want to go to war in joint fashion. We're going to say no to that. Okay. And now... Oh, the walls were built in Beijing. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so we're going to harvest this resource. So those stone, that stone's actually gone. And now the mausoleum at Halicarnassus is going to be built. It'll take It's saying 12 turns. I'm wondering why it's not a little bit shorter, but okay. Well, we do need to rebuild the trader here in Jean, so I'll do that. The encampment district can go here. Or, I know I just wasted some gold to buy that tile, but you know what? Let's put it here and truly seal off this area. I'm a fan of that approach just because it's satisfying to see. Even if we're not militarily in need of it, because it just doesn't seem like we have aggressors this game for once. All right, we need to improve those crabs. This Inquisitor is going to clear Jean. We're going to keep looking around here. We'll finish up this turn, and then we'll wrap up this episode. I do need to investigate what's going on with the mods. I think whatever's going on this series is locked in, but I'm going to try and figure it out in between episodes. If I can. It's definitely not a good week for it to be happening. I've got a lot going on outside of recordings. Let's see. Many dispute the actual start of the industrial era, but you know it was when China discovered industrialization.
The key words of violent economics are urbanization, industrialization, centralization, efficiency, quantity, speed. In all works on natural history, we constantly find details of the marvelous adaptation of animals to their food, their habits, and the localities in which they are found.
Okay, and with that said, tell you what, let's look at... Yeah, that's been cleared. Let's also send you down to Beijing. Clear that. We are at turn 139. I'm going to stop this episode here. In the next one, we are going to potentially finish Taj Mahal, potentially finish Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. I'm really surprised it's taking this long to build, but it is what it is. Especially since we chopped down that stone in order to make that happen. I feel like it was already sitting at 12 turns, and I got rid of the stone and I didn't get the bonus production. So not sure what happened there because it should show fewer than 12 turns, but maybe you can't do that to wonders. And if that's the case, today I learned. But we did just discover multiple antiquity sites, and we can start looking into researching those with archaeologists. And it also appears we have some coal very close to us. We've got coal there. We also have some more horses there. So there are some resources to add to our growing stockpile of things, which are making us... Honestly, we're already pretty competitive given the difficulty we're playing on, and especially once we really get spies into the fray, which is going to happen in the next episode or two, that momentum is only going to build. So we'll see how things continue to play out, and Tlacopan looks like they're going to rebel in about 13 turns, so that's going to be interesting. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Monday at 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.